Ever wondered how nature does its plumbing? The world is full of large glaciers, rivers, and waterfalls all running into each other to create a marvelous plumbing system. So here are some examples of how nature's plumbing works and why you should be mesmerized by it. The Nile. Rivers are examples of how plumbing works in nature. One of the largest rivers in the world, the Nile River flows in northeastern Africa. It is Africa's longest river and is also famous for its rich history. Did you know that the Nile is approximately 6,650 kilometers long? It is also known as an international river as it spans over 11 countries, including Tanzania, Uganda, South Sudan, the Republic of Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Egypt. The river has a strong current and overlooks the sunset. You can even have a short cruise on the Nile. But what most people ignore is that the Nile is a great example of nature's own plumbing. It originates from the White Nile, which comes from Lake Victoria. The Nile also stems from the Blue Nile, which stems from Lake Tana in Ethiopia. Both the Blue and the White Nile meet in Sudan and then head north toward the sea in their long journey. Both rivers flow into a larger body of water, carrying all kinds of silt and nutrients with them. It's also a great way to streamline the water in one water body since the Nile is Egypt and Sudan's primary source of water, too. The main river has been a great source of irrigation to the people of various countries for thousands of years, and it has successfully turned the dry region around it into lush farmland. The river is still a source for flooding, but nature has designed it to support the land surrounding it. It has also become a significant route for transportation and commerce in the surrounding regions. The PERITO Glacier, Argentina. The PERITO Glacier is located in a huge ice field that's part of the third largest reserve of fresh water in the world. It exists in both Argentina and Chile and is a great example of how nature does its plumbing. Did you know that unlike many other glaciers around the world, the PERITO MORENO doesn't show any signs of retreating? This means that despite global warming, this glacier continues to stand strong and accumulate ice. Right now, it spans at 121 square miles and is still growing. Glaciers prevent the overflow of water into rivers and other water bodies, which ultimately prevent sea levels from rising. If you didn't already know, rising sea levels could mean danger for a lot of cities that exist around the coast. So glaciers like PERITO MORENO literally stop our cities from sinking into the sea. You'll be pleased to know that MORENO Glacier has plenty of viewing platforms, walking paths, trekking tours, and even a lavish boat tour. There are tons of ways for visitors to check out this plumbing wonder. Fox Glacier, New Zealand. Another plumbing marvel, the Fox Glacier spans about 8 miles in length and runs down from the southern Alps. It measures around 1.6 miles in height and is also supported by 4 alpine glaciers. Each of these glaciers receives about 98 feet of snow each year. Now, all of these numbers might sound a little confusing, but the magnificent glacier is the source of many rivers around the region. These rivers then branch out like pipes into smaller lakes that are used for irrigation and livestock maintenance by people in the surrounding areas. The good news is that you can visit Fox Glacier in person and even take a guided glacier walk. If you're feeling fancy, you can also take a heli tour or a scenic flight during your trip. FRANZ JOSEF Glacier, New Zealand. Just like the Fox Glacier, the FRANZ JOSEF Glacier also cascades down from the southern Alps into the rainforests of Westland National Park that is located in New Zealand. As you probably know, rainforests are home to thousands of trees and wildlife. Glaciers help irrigate these forests so that the world stays green and beautiful for us to enjoy. The FRANZ JOSEF Glacier is one of the steepest glaciers in all of New Zealand. It descends from a height of 1.9 miles above sea level and expands across a distance of about 6.8 miles. The glacier has also experienced rapid movement and continues to fill up bodies of water with clean water. Sutherland Falls, New Zealand. Sutherland Falls is tucked away in New Zealand's South Island and makes for a breathtaking sight. They're also one of the tallest waterfalls in the country, and even though the jury's still out on if Sutherland Falls is New Zealand's tallest, they are at least 1,904 feet tall. They also make for great plumbing in the area since these waterfalls empty a lot of water into other bodies. The sight of thousands of gallons of water tumbling down the waterfall is surely impressive enough to amaze everyone. These waterfalls are also great hiking spots. Did you know that Sutherland Falls has been hiked since 1890? Many trekkers still like to visit and marvel at the remote quality of the hike, which usually strays off path. This usually takes place through the Milford Track, particularly during the New Zealand winter season, which is considered the low season and known for patches of unpredictable weather. The Yangtze River. If you're fascinated by the Nile, you'll absolutely love the Yangtze River. This is Asia's longest river and is also the third longest river in the world. It has also earned the reputation for being one of the most famous rivers in the world to flow in a single country. The Yangtze rises in the northern part of the Tibetan Plateau and flows to the East China Sea for around 6,300 kilometers kilometers. It flows in an eastern direction, and the drainage basin it flows around occupies 1/5 of China's land area and is also home to almost 1/3 of the country's population. If you're a fan of rivers, you'll be happy to hear that the Yangtze is open to navigation throughout the year. It also has a great importance to China and is deeply connected to its history. This is why it has a vast array of tourist attractions that include fantastic views and amazing food. The water from the river is used for drinking, transportation, agriculture, irrigation, sanitation, boundary marking, and has even been used to fight for thousands of years. A dam named the Three Gorges Dam has also been built on the Yangtze. You might not be aware of this, but this dam is the world's largest hydroelectric power station. The surrounding basin's economy focuses primarily on agriculture, since irrigation water is abundant. Even though China has one of the largest populations of the world, the grains produced in this basin are enough to feed half of the country's population. Other crops are also grown here, which include rice, maize, and beans. GULLFOSS Falls, Iceland. Another example of nature's very own plumbing exists somewhere on the mighty Ölfusá River. These are the Gullfoss Falls, which are currently known as Iceland's most iconic waterfalls. These waterfalls are also a true indication of the natural beauty found in the icy country. People usually view this waterfall from above, but it definitely offers a dramatic sight. If you look at the falls closely, it appears as though the water rushing off the cliff is just vanishing into thin air. This means that the water flows down with great strength and is so powerful that the country wanted to use it for a power generator. If you're looking to visit the Gullfoss Falls, a great time to visit would be during the summer when the weather is agreeable and not icy cold. KAIETEUR Falls, Guyana. KAIETEUR Falls are found deep in the thick Amazon jungles and are also considered to be one of the many treasures of that rainforest. It is also considered one of South America's treasures because of its beauty. It is also a plumbing marvel because it is quite literally the largest single-drop waterfall in the world. This means that if you're going to visit this place, you should probably prepare to get wet. The KAIETEUR Falls are great for people who are looking for adventures because they're as dramatic as waterfalls can get. And even though they're in a remote location right now, the falls were discovered in 1870 and have been a great travel experience ever since. If you're looking to visit this place, you should probably aim for a warm day. The dry season can run long in Guyana, so it's best to avoid the months between March and June. If you're already a plumber running your own business or just about to start and grow your own plumbing business, you must learn the 4 critical things plumbing business owners wish they had learned before starting a plumbing business so you don't make the same mistakes. Plumber Accelerator has put together a free training video that you can watch right now that will show you exactly how to start, grow, and build your plumbing business the right way so you can consistently guarantee profitable work, free up your time, all whilst reducing stress levels and allowing you to have sustainable and more profitable business that works for you. In this free training video, you'll also learn how to generate a steady stream of jobs on demand and with predictability month after month in your local area without relying on word of mouth and referrals, how to stop competing on price with other plumbers and escape your competition, how to convert at least 90% of your quotes and estimates into sales, and how to command premium prices and attract high-quality customers that will be happy to pay more. Click on the link in the description below the video. And that will end this video. Thanks for watching.